You said we were not pleased with Canopy's recent reported year-end results, and then subsequently we learned, of course, that Bruce Linton was fired. Can you tell us what you weren't pleased by and why we should not be worried going forward about a Constellation Brands investment because of Canopy?
Sure. Well, as you and I have talked before, we still see this as a great opportunity. This could be a $200+ billion business over the course of the next 10 years, and Canopy is best positioned of anyone in the industry to take advantage of that. With that said, we recognize that there are some great opportunities to push this forward, to make sure that the right form factors are being invested in and that we are winning the markets that matter. And this move was all about making sure that we do all of that.
Was Bruce spending too much money versus the actual war chest that you gave him? And were you concerned that perhaps there wasn't enough, maybe the margins, the targets weren't right? What exactly was making you uncomfortable with what Bruce was doing?
Well, what we were really engaged on is the fact that we needed focus. We need to win Canada. It's a proof of concept. We need to win the United States, and our deal with acreage puts us in a perfect position as Canopy to win the U.S. market as well. But our board was uniform. We were unanimous that we needed a different leader to take us to the next phase of growth.
Okay, so let's figure out what can you do at a time when it's still a class 1 felony to sell cannabis in the country. What can you do away from the United States, or what can you do medically? What can you do in Canada that'll make it so that the $4 billion is going to give a shareholder a lot more growth than we think?
Well, one of the important things that we always talk about relative to the legality of it, particularly as it relates to the U.S., 68% of U.S. consumers think cannabis should be legal. And it's over 50% for any demographic you want to talk about. Men, women, various age groups, Republican, Democrat, Independent, all over 50%. So our belief is it won't be long before we, in fact, have legality at a federal level here in the United States. With that said, Canopy is perfectly positioned to win in the medicinal market in Canada. As you know, there's going to be opportunities later this year in edibles and in beverages as Canada opens up those additional opportunities. And there's opportunities in critical markets around the world, like Germany as an example. So there's a lot of opportunity to make sure Canopy is well positioned to win in the long run in this category.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Kramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.